This is Shakira with the Love and Money podcast. And today is Saturday. It is supposed to be a very beautiful day. It's supposed to be 55 degrees today. But today I want to talk to you about retirement. As far as retirement goes, I would like for you to pick a number, pick an age where you're deciding that you're going to retire at that age. Some people don't have a goal, they just end up retiring out of um, circumstances that may have happened, but I want you to actually pick an age that you're going to retire and set that as a goal. Now there are three ways that people retire. You can either do that through investing, you can do it through real estate, or you can do it through creating a business. Now usually people don't rely on just one source. Um, People are not relying on one source. They're doing all three of them or two out of the three of them. So I wouldn't just rely on one way of getting there. I would do a bit of everything just in case one thing didn't work out. You have other options, you have other things that will work out. So, as far as investing goes, there's a difference between saving and investing. Uh, a lot of children are not taught about investing, but they are taught about saving. You have your piggy bank, for example. I know growing up, I had a piggy bank and I was taught saving. But there are other people who are out there who are actually investing. And the difference between saving and investing is with investing, compound interest is working for you. Your money is working. Your money is actually making money. And you invest through different brokerage firms such as Vanguard, Fidelity, Charles Schwab. So you would actually call them and open an account. You have to actually fill out the application and open the account. And you can do that online or you can do that by phone. But until you have actually spoken to someone and signed a form, you're not investing. And so that's the difference between saving and investing. It's very important to invest and to teach your children how to invest. You can actually invest for your children until your child is old enough to take it over. And you would do that by, for example, calling up Fidelity and opening up what is called a custodial account. And they'll show you how to do that. But if you only knew how compound interest worked, you would have done that a long time ago. Um, if your prior generations were investing, that's actually how generational wealth is passed down because that money compounds and the money is making money. And then when that person uh, passes away, and that money is given over to their children. And they've been doing that for centuries. That's the difference between saving and investing. As far as the other path, real estate, some people are buying properties. And that is another way to retire. You can retire safely with rental properties. For example, buying one property a year. Say, for example, you don't have a lot of money right now. You can start out with just one. I know you hear all of these gurus talking about multifamily apartment buildings, um, storage units, but when it actually comes down to it, you're going to need the money to make that down payment on that apartment building. And yes, they will take up your time. They will take up the whole 2 years to show you how to invest in multifamily apartment buildings. They will tell you about the 70-30 split. They will tell you about sponsorship, but they won't tell you at the very last step is what you're going to need is you're going to need the money for that down payment on that multifamily apartment building. And that down payment is hundreds of thousands of dollars. And so, um, by starting out small, you can still reach your goal of retiring safely and not having to worry about what is your retirement going to look like, or if you even can retire. And then the third way is through a business. People, they start all different kinds of businesses. You can Google for business ideals, or just look and see what other people are doing. Look behind what they are saying and look at what they are doing. People start businesses, and a business is usually successful within 2 to 3 years. You'll know if that is successful. And so, for example, say if you are in your latter years, um, why wouldn't you start a business if it only takes 2 to 3 years to become successful? That is another way that you can save yourself, save your retirement. And don't feel bad if you didn't know, because they don't want you to know. That's why you don't know. That's why financial literacy is not taught in school. They don't want you to know. But I want you to know that you can still save yourself. Nobody is coming to save you. I used to think like that. I used to think somebody should help me. Somebody should give me money. Somebody should help me. But as you notice, the homeless people out on the street, they walk right past the homeless people. People don't care. They don't care what situation you're in or what circumstance you're in. So that thinking that somebody should help me, work on the thinking part and realize that you can save yourself by getting educated, by reading books, um, by buying property, by starting a business. Just look around and see what other people are doing and decide what you might be interested in. Look and see what is working for other people, and think about what are your interests? What are you interested in? So, just to recap, there are three ways to set yourself up for financial success. That is number one, investing, number two, real estate, number three, starting a business. And it really doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter if you are in your 50s. It doesn't matter if you're in your 60s. It doesn't matter if you're in your 70s. As long as you are still living and you have breath in your lungs, you have the ability to save yourself. So just get started, and stop looking to other people to help you. Yes, you may not have had a mentor or someone to show you along the way, but just start walking and reading. And the people, they'll come along when they see that you've started walking. And you're going to learn as you go. But just get started and try not to live in the past. Like, no one taught me financial literacy. No one taught me about investing. I didn't have a mentor. Just start right now where you're at. Set a goal, set an age on when you're going to decide to retire, and don't rely on one source. Okay, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is just for informational and educational purposes. I do have an audio podcast where I interview millionaires and multimillionaires, and I interview people who still believe in love. So if you can go to your phone, look for the purple icon that says podcast, and search Love and Money, and you will see me there. So this is the Love and Money podcast with Shakira. If you like this podcast, please share it with one other person. Thank you for listening.